So let's talk about it today. Do you think trading is overall hard for you? Okay. And what are some of the things that you're actually struggling with when it comes to your own personal trading? I'm talking about futures. All right. Some of you may be watching this and trade Forex, options, or stocks, but I'm talking about the future markets today. Why is it so hard for you to turn the leaf or the stone and make a dollar within this business? What is it that you're struggling with? Leave a comment down below. I'd like to hear from you guys. For me, I'm going to tell you this right now. It was all market structure. Not being able to read the markets correctly. I've said this time and time again. But today I want to share with you basically two scalping tips or secrets that I've learned along the way that actually help me in my own personal trading. Okay. Now, you probably heard the saying before that only the top 5% make it within this business, and it's probably less than that. So you really have to put your thinking cap on. You really have to learn a skill set, just like when you went to school. Okay, you probably knew when you were younger that you wanted to. I want to be a doctor. I want to be an engineer. I want to be a pro athlete. I want to go to the Olympics. I want to make a change in the world in some way or the other. Okay. So some of us are great at some things, some of us not so. Okay. But we all have our qualities. We all have our skill sets. We're born with them. You know, it's a gift that we were given from up above. I'll say that. So you have to put it to great use. All right. If you're a musician, if you're an artist, if you have the skill set and the mindset to be a mechanic, make the best of it is what I'm here to say, okay? I'm not saying that you can't turn a leaf and learn something new. Now, that's what I did when it came to trading. I was passionate about it. I didn't let it go until I knew how to do it. And I put in hard time and lots of hours, 2 years of struggling, and then it finally clicked, okay? So let me tell you this right now. The secrets that helped me basically become, switch from or go from a beginner to a more so intermediate and a experienced level trader. Let's talk about it right now. Now, most of you hear me talk about the strategy, how I trade surrounding multi-chart confluence, all supply and demand zones. My approach to it may be a little different than others, okay? But it simply works. I'm going to tell you that right now. You can come over and ask people that are part of our community, the members there, part of the Discord. And if you're interested in joining, the link is down below. It works, okay? It's all using top-down analysis. It's all understanding market structure and which way to trade, because trust me when I say this, if you cannot figure out if the market is moving to the upside or downside, just basically making higher highs or higher highs and higher lows, or lower lows and lower highs. I mean, basically there's just two directions the market can actually trend in, okay? Or it's just going to be chopping sideways, all right? So when the market, no matter what it is that you're trading, is moving to the upside, please do yourself a favor, and we're bullish. Only look for demand setups, okay? So what I do is I love to mark up my higher base charts. You guys probably have heard me say that a million times, and I'm using range charts. So basically what I do is I will just identify the structure flow of the market. This is the secret to how I scalp. Number one, figuring out structure. Which way are we actually trending, okay? All right? And part of this secret, what I'm going to share with you today, is I need to see breaks of structures to the upside, okay? Or the downside, depending on which way we're trending. If we are not breaking structure, I'm not engaged. I'm not interested in taking a trade. But I'm here to tell you what I want to say is that my higher time frame chart is where it mostly all starts at, okay? Because that is telling me the flow of the market and which direction I need to be trading. Now, the beautiful part about what works the best in the style and how I actually trade is where I mark off higher time frame zones. Like today, I'm going to show you, for example, if you see the market breaking structure as it's making its flows to the upside, we got to break above this area right here. This small high sitting here at 22,714 or 715. There is a demand zone, aggressive buying. We have a break above this area here. The market pulls back to it right after the market opens up, maybe 2 or 3 minutes after that. I took a trade going long, okay, with the flow in the direction of the market, okay? So that's a tip or a secret that I want to share with you. Understand the flow of the market, okay? And then from there, form your bias in which way you need to be trading, okay? If we're moving to the upside and breaking structure, then wait for that market to pull back. And you see where we have aggressive buying to the upside? Wait for it to come back to an area of demand, especially on your higher time frame chart. Go ahead and mark it up, all right? And then what I do then is just move down to my lower time frame chart. For me, it's going to be my 24 range chart. I will wait for the market to retrace as it was doing so. You see it right here on the higher time frame. That's what it looks like. The lower time frame coming down. All right. Even though we're looking bullish overall on the higher time frame, we have switched and started making a bearish channel to the downside, right? But please trust me when I say this. Trade in the direction of the higher time frame, and that's going to put you in a better position to where you can make more money, make more profit, right? The market tapped into my higher time frame zone right here. Okay? Now, what's next? The second part of what I really want to say is I'm still sharing with you the scalping secret part 1, okay? All right, is look to see if you have a lower time frame demand zone resting on the inside of the larger time frame demand zone. Okay, if there is, I'm going to mark it in yellow. All right, this is my lower time frame, my 24 range. There is not. So what do I do? Okay, what I do then is just wait. Is tap my higher time frame. Is wait for the market to start breaking structure to the upside on the lower time frame, because I'm bullish on the higher time frame. Now I need for my lower time frame to show me where it's now starting to want to break higher and break some area structure, right? Look, the market starts making these little swings to the upside. We get a push after this area right here to the upside. Boom. Breaks above, slightly above this area structure right here. These highs right here where this blue line is at. What is right here? This is a demand zone back on the lower time frame. So now we've got a bullish demand zone on the higher time frame it tapped into. We've got a lower time frame bullish demand zone that it just tapped into. I'm going to go long from this area right here, okay? Now, let me share with you the secret sauce to this all. What makes this really stand out? What makes it really work, okay? The difference of taking quality setups, whether it can be low or high probability, is if you have that imbalance resting back at your zones, okay? Especially if you're using multi-chart confluence. Look here, my higher time frame, what do you see right here? There's an imbalance on this candle here back to the lower portion, or the top portion of this demand zone that I marked up right here. That candle there is going to mark the where the gap or the imbalance rests on. The candle that broke above outside the zone right here, okay? This candle here only came back this much, leaving a nice area, a gap, imbalance resting back at the zone on the higher time frame, right? So then I move down to my lower time frame. Let's blow this up a little bit. Look, when it comes back to that lower time frame demand zone, what do we have here? I got a gap right here. That bullish candle there that broke above, there's a gap on that candle because this candle here didn't come back to fill in the gap. That one broke above the top end of the demand, or the top end of the demand zone there. The next candle came back. The wick of it came back that far. We got a small gap right there. That's the imbalance part, okay? I've got two imbalances now. This is the scalping secret that I want to share. Part 2, which is everything, okay? This is what makes the trade setups high probability. This is what's going to put you in a position for the market to really run, okay? All right, so look, I go back to my higher time frame. Everything's set up. Go back to my lower time frame. Everything's set up. I'm going to take my trade right here. It's going straight to the upside. Look what it does. Straight to the upside, took out the highs here, okay? I think I picked up like 22 points. I didn't stay on it that long, but I talk about in videos how to trail behind price or move with price. Basically, as the market is moving to the upside every time, let's say your stop loss is resting at the back end where the rejection took place at your final zone off the lower time frame, which is going to be right here at 22,705. All right. Each time it makes a high and a higher low. The higher lower is the key. Move your stop up. So it goes from here to basically here. Well, let's just say this is the low right here, right? So it broke above here, okay? And then it pulls back and it breaks above here. Your stop is going to go to this area right there. But these are the secrets that I wanted to share with you guys today. If you want to find out more information about the simple strategy, which actually works, I've been doing this for 14 years now. And I'll say, the first 2 years, just like most people trying to figure things out in the business of trading futures or any particular market, when you first start off, it can be rocky, because you're trying to determine your own little niche, or put your edge into the markets, and you're trying to find a strategy that's going to work for you, developing a trading plan. I've got a lot of video content here on the channel, valuable content. But to anyone out there that really wants to understand, the full-on detailed setups that I take, and where I go into detail about the strategy itself, you may want to become a elite or an ultra elite supporter. Very inexpensive. It's just additional content. It's a private community for those. I want to say thank you for everyone out there that supports my efforts as not only a trader, but as a content creator who are either an elite or a ultra elite member. It's only pennies on the dollar a day. I mean, seriously, it's like if you want to become an elite member, it's only $6.99 a month. What do you receive with that? There's 3 levels of perks and rewards, pretty much, and actually more than that. But the ones that really stand out are the trade breakdown videos. Okay, there's tons of those videos there. That's where I walk you through setup after setup after setup of trades I've taken. The same setups that I posted over on our Discord community, or trades I've taken, I break them down in that private community for anyone that's an elite member or an ultra elite member, okay? Because the ultra elite members have access to it too. It's like you're sitting right next to me. I'm walking you through, talking you through my mindset on these setups, where to place your stop loss, where to place your profit target set, looking at structure, looking at price action. Why did I take those trades? I'll walk you through them so you can look for similar setups just like that yourself when you're back testing and forward testing, because that's really important. Okay, forward testing and back testing. Secondly, you receive the market structure video, and you also receive the video playlist just as well, which is a series of videos that I posted link by link by link that you can gain access to, that are I feel are the most pertinent or most important bits of information and video content that surround how I actually trade. Now, if you become an ultra elite member, it's $14.99 a month, which is like 49 to 50 cents on the day. Again, it's only $14.99 a month. What you receive with that, you receive everything I just discussed in the elite tier, but you also receive my live recorded trading sessions, the market recap videos. The trading sessions, they're full-on sessions to where I'm recording myself actually trading as I'm walking you through, the structure within the market, within the session that I'm trading in. Looking at that, looking at the full-on rundown, from top-down analysis, looking at what the market is doing, talking to you about, again, structure, price action, certain zones that I'm interested in. You see me engaged in taking trades. I show you where to place my stops at, where I place my profits at. You see the trades that I'm actually taking, and see me, making. So, and some of those entries, I'll get out of trades early within the market. It's not doing what it's supposed to do. So you catch the full-on rundown of me entering and engaged into the market when I'm trading during the session. Do I post them every single day? No, I do it a couple times a week or whatever the case is, but there's already loads of video content there for you to watch. So anyone that's really wanted to step the bar up and really kind of, maybe grasp a strategy that actually works. Now, I can't guarantee anything to anyone, because you as a person, could be different than me in the way I read the market. There's also the psychology piece. So many people kind of falter, or they have their issues with certain things when it comes to actually trading, and I provide a lot of great valuable content that can really help put you in the right direction to where you need to be so you can become profitable. But again, you got to do the homework yourself, and you got to put a plan in place for yourself. But anyone that wants to become either an elite or an ultra elite member or supporter, the link is down in the description portion of the video, right below the Discord link. It's titled Ultra Elite Supporter. If you click on that link there, you're going to see 3 tiers. Choose either the elite or the ultra elite, and you'll see the perks and rewards that you receive for each one of the tiers. So the choice is yours. Again, the $6.99 a month, that's like pennies on the dollar a day. Just think about how much money you may spend for those that may drink coffee, or for those that may eat out every day for breakfast, on their way to work, or at lunch or whatever the case is, how much do you spend? You know, we're talking about something for just pennies on the dollar a day per month that can actually change your whole outlook in trading and put you in a position where you could possibly become profitable, if you understand. Okay. But outside of that, guys, I just want to share that with you. Again, the link is down below. Anyone watching right now who has not subscribed to the channel already, please take the time to go ahead and sub by clicking that button down below. Make sure to turn your post notifications on, guys, so you do not miss any of the video content that I upload, all right? If you haven't already dropped a like on the video, please do me the biggest favor and drop a like on this video right now, all right? And each and every video that you watch on the channel, please make sure to click that like button. I greatly appreciate it, guys, for you guys coming along on this ride with me, watching today's video, and hopefully I've gained some subscribers today to where you guys will continue coming back and watching the video content. Take care, everyone out there watching, and have a great weekend.